Who goes into a war zone or a battlefield and you just start preparing there? They'll shoot you arrow. Sorry, they'll shoot you arrow and you just buy. So you have to prepare both mentally, physically, and even spiritually. You will pray that God should take you to your destination safely, right? Trust me, you don't want to go into marriage trying to figure things out. Okay, what am I going to do here? What's going to happen here? Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is David-Lawal. I'm excited to have you here once again. If this is your first time coming across my channel, I want to thank you for stopping by. And to my returning subscriber, thank you for always. So in today's video, I'll be shedding more light on a short video I posted sometime last week where I was talking about 3 vital ingredients to take into marriage with you. So I talked about the first one was adequate preparation, the second was a healthy mindset, and the third was God, and it's God and it will always be God, right? So the first one being adequate preparations came with a lot of questions and a lot of disagreements. Quite a number of persons didn't quite agree with that notion that you can be adequately prepared for marriage. But of course, the other two were good to go. Healthy mindset, God, very important. So I will be shedding more light on this adequate preparation. Marriage is a journey, and you don't wake up one morning to embark on a journey without preparing for it. Take for instance, you want to leave your current state to another state, or you want to even leave the country where you are in currently. You have to prepare both mentally, physically, and even spiritually. You will pray that God should take you to your destination safely, right? So the same way we approach marriage, it's a lifelong journey. And when I talked about adequate preparation, I did not mean a one-time event. Okay, you just prepare for it, just like you're preparing for the wedding. No, wedding is a one-time event, so you prepare for it and that's it. But marriage is a lifelong journey that requires a lifelong process of preparation. So you are not just preparing today and that's it. So it's a phase of learning, growing, especially if you have not done it before. So today I'll be shedding light on this part, and I'll be talking about some key areas where you can prepare for marriage. Trust me, you don't want to go into marriage trying to figure things out. Okay, what am I going to do here? What's going to happen here? Basically, when you are prepared, hmm, what it helps you do is that it helps you navigate challenges. Okay, you have prepared ahead for this phase. Then when you encounter a challenge that you have never faced before, because of your adequate preparation, either through reading books, through mentorship, through counseling, you'll be able to navigate these challenges with your partner. Another reason why you should prepare, or another benefit for preparation, is that it would help you and your partner build a firm and a strong foundation. You don't go into the marriage and start preparing. Who goes into a war zone or a battlefield and you just start preparing there? They'll shoot you arrow. Sorry, they'll shoot you arrow and you just buy. So you don't go into, you know, the war front and start preparing there. The same way you don't go into marriage and you start preparing, you start knowing what this is, what should be done here, what should not be done here. So you prepare ahead of time. You get yourself, energized and equipped with everything. So when you go there, of course you meet challenges, but it's not the kind of challenges that will throw you off balance. It's not the kind of challenges that would put you down. It's not the kind of challenges that will make you burn out and like want to give up. Marriage is not exempted from life's challenges, no it and no peace. But when you are prepared for that phase, as you are going into the marriage, you have built your foundation on all the knowledge that you should have acquired. When you get into it, you and your partner will be able to know what to do and what not to do. Let's go right into it. I'll be discussing 6 things in this video, 6 key areas where you can prepare for marriage. Number one, emotional preparation. Yes, you heard that right. Have you ever seen someone that entered marriage and they are still acting like babies? I mean, you go into marriage and you're still like a baby. That's because they were not emotionally prepared. You see, marriage is not for babies, it's for matured adults. It's not even just for men and women. Somebody that is matured. You're matured emotionally and in every area of life. So, how do you prepare emotionally now? Number one, you need to understand your emotions and how to manage them. If you're the type that small thing you are flared up, small thing you have thrown bottles, You need to start learning to manage your emotions. Or somebody has not offended you, just very tiny bit of offense like this. You keep malice. You start, there's so many things that we do as individuals to people around us. So you're going into marriage with somebody that you both have never lived together, especially if you're a Christian practicing chastity. You have never lived together for a whole full day. You want to live with somebody for the rest of your life and you don't know how to manage your emotions. Small thing you cry as a woman and you want to use that tears to manipulate him. You need to learn to manage your emotions. Know the way you feel at certain times, how you respond to people in different conversations, how you respond to people emotionally. Understand your emotions and learn how to manage them. The second thing that you would do when preparing emotionally is to heal from past hurts, past trauma, past childhood pain, or whatever. Some people go into marriage with the baggage of their previous relationships, the hurts of the past, and they project that pain onto their partner. So, because you have been, sorry to say this now, for somebody who has been harassed sexually and they go into marriage, and because of that pain, because they have not healed, their husband begins to suffer that pain that person is going through. So you see them avoiding bedroom activities, you see them avoiding physical touch and intimacy. Why not heal? Why not heal first? Heal from all those past. If you need to go for therapy, whatever you need to, just allow time. Don't finish, oh, I said finish. Don't leave one relationship and jump into the next one before you heal. You cause problem. Okay, I hope this one you allow this one to enter very well. So the third thing I'll talk about when it comes to emotional preparation is that you learn to communicate your emotions effectively. It's also in line with the first thing I said. Some persons, they'll be angry, they got offended. And instead of them to talk about it, they bottle it up, they keep quiet. Some go as far as keeping malice or giving the other person a silent treatment. And you want to be married and you want to have your children. Please learn to communicate your emotions effectively. If you are not happy about a thing, talk about it. Don't go to your WhatsApp status and start posting things there. And you don't know what you have until you lose it and stuff like that. Communicate your emotions very well. Learn to do that because when you go into marriage, your partner will step on your toes a lot of time. So will you now go to WhatsApp status to start telling your WhatsApp community what's going on and all of that? So you don't want to do that. That's why emotional preparation is very, very, very key, very vital. Okay, let's go to the second one. Number two, mental preparation. It's aside from preparing emotionally, you need to prepare mentally for everything. I was discussing with a friend some couple of weeks back, and she was like, I can't deal with going to the kitchen every day. I mean, you're married, you would find your way to the kitchen almost every single day. So if you're somebody who does not like to stress when it comes to cooking, you can just do snacks, you can just do bread, you can just do really. You're going to have your children, you're going to have your husband who wants to eat good food. So you have to prepare yourself mentally for that phase. You have to prepare. If you can afford a maid, why not? But just prepare. All right. So how can you prepare mentally? Number one, have a healthy mindset. I've always talked about this. Know what marriage is all about. Some people have this mentality that marriage is a master slave relationship. No, it's not. If you do that, you are setting yourself up for failure already. Some people believe that the man is supposed to be dominant, the alpha male, the odogu, and the agune chamber of the relationship or of the marriage, and the woman will be, a subject or like a slave. This subjugation and whatever it is. Marriage is not like that. God didn't prepare. God did not actually ordain marriage to be like that. Marriage is partnership. Two of you working side by side together to see that you bring God's intention upon this earth, to enact the will of God upon the face of the earth. It's partnership. It's not master slave relationship. And so people think that, oh, marriage is fairy tale. It's not going to be rosy, 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 rosy. You need to have a healthy mindset. Marriage is not all bed of roses. There, of course, are going to be so many blissful moments, and you're going to have so many down moments as well. But you need to first of all know what it is and have this healthy mindset that okay, you are going there to make marriage work. You are going there to see that the next generation of children you are bringing forth into this world are better people. Another way you can prepare um, mentally, like I said earlier, is to have a realistic expectation. Your mental preparation is not for you to go there and be thinking about something that you can never achieve. Some people believe that when they get married, they are going to be doing the do. Okay, I'm not going to be using the S word because of YouTube committee guidelines. But when I say doing the do, I mean the hazard room activity. So some people feel like that's what they go into marriage to do, to have all of those activity every day, every moment, every hour of the day. Really, you don't have work, Abby. So don't have an unrealistic expectation, or else you'll burn out. Some people feel like, oh, because a friend, her husband always goes shopping for her every weekend, they go on a date every now and then. So you also have that kind of expectation for your own marriage. You now go there because your husband is not doing it, you get angry. Or because your wife is not doing it, you get angry. No, you need to have a realistic expectation. All of this should even happen before you go into the marriage. You sit down, discuss with your partner. You people should have plans on what to expect, what are the things you love to do, how do we do this, how do we do that. For me personally, my husband is not a social person, so I don't expect that we'll be going on dates every now and then. And I'll just, if I had that kind of expectation before coming into the marriage, I would be so frustrated because, and I will feel unloved. I feel like he doesn't love me enough to want to take me on a date. But that's not it. That's not what defines the success of a marriage. So that's why you need to both sit down and start preparing ahead of that phase. So, what are your expectations? Okay, what are the things you're expecting and whatnot? Before I got married, I was expecting that my husband would be able to help me do house chores because acts of service is one of my love language. In fact, my dominant love language. So we spoke about it and it was like, oh, I don't really do much of these things, but I've already started learning so that everything would work out easy for both of us. And sometimes when we started the marriage, I'll be like, please help me here, please help me there. And I will be complaining and complaining and complaining when he's not a baby. So, dear lady, you're not marrying a baby, you are getting married to a mature man that has a mind of his own, that has a will of his own. And men don't like being ordered around. So I noticed that if I started talking about this, say, please help me do this, please help me do this, please, we eventually not do it because madam, you are disturbing me. I will do it. Once I say I will do it, just leave it. I will do it. And me, I like quick fix. If you cannot do it now, just forget about it. I'll do it by myself. So I later came to realize that you don't order men around. Don't treat them like a child. It's a child you will spank and shout and say, go and do this, you go and do this. You don't do that to a mature man that you call your husband. And as a man too, you don't do the same to your wife. So if they say they will do something for you, just be calm, be patient, allow time to, pass and let them do it willingly and happily. So with this, I hope we have been able to address this part of mental preparation. So go to number 3, financial preparation. You see this one? If there is anything that causes problems in marriage, finance is one of it. Finance. I don't know how people call it, but let's call it the way we call it. Money is one of the big issues in marriage. Aside from the doing the do, money is also another thing that causes issue in marriage. So first of all, you want to be financially prepared as a person. So this was one part of my marriage I was not prepared for. I used to be a very, of course, I still am a hardworking, industrious lady. For people that know me, they know that okay, she has that part of her. I have sewed rice in a mechanic village for someone. I've worked in a store, confectionery store. I've worked in a baby store. I have done thrift collection, what Yoruba people call alajo, in a alajo. Don't mind me, in Oshodi markets, carry bag with this big face cap just to shield your face from the sun, and you go around the markets to collect money from people. I have done that kind of job, and trust me, I am not a lazy person, but I was not financially prepared for marriage. So when I got into marriage, change of environment, I was struggling to balance. I mean, I was struggling to balance. I was totally dependent on my husband for like the first 6 to 9 months of my marriage, and it broke me. I literally felt so bad because One of the reasons why I was very industrious and one of the reasons why I didn't get married very early when people were suggesting it after I lost my parents was because I didn't want to become a liability. So, but I didn't know that there was that part called the financial preparation of marriage.